welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm coming back with another slime video. Today, we are going to be comparing Target versus Walmart slimes. I did a part 1 of this video, so this is a part 2 because y'all love that video. So if you guys like this one, make sure you give it a thumbs up and I will do a part 3 for you guys. And I just wanted to let you guys know that my slime shop is still currently open with Valentine's Day themed slimes. So make sure you guys snap while you can. And for today's post notification shout out, there are 5 of you guys, and the first one goes out to Shay Panda, Milo Meredith, Cosmic Flash, Iggy Piggy, and Purple Panda. Thank you guys so much for having your post notifications on, and if you guys want to get a shout out in my next video, make sure you click the little bell after you subscribe and comment down below when you have done that. And I think that's about it for this intro, so let's just get right into the first slime. Woo! This first slime is from Target and it's called Unicorn Poop. The packaging of this is so pretty, and I believe this one was $3. I found it in like the party favor section, but it was outside of the aisle, so it was like on display. And when I first started playing with this, I instantly thought it felt like a putty, but it's so pretty being a neon pink color, and it had a really pretty like gold glitter in it. It definitely wasn't the stiffest putty I've ever played with. I've played with so many more on Wish that were way stiffer. And it actually had a pretty good stretch to it if you stretched it slow. Like you could stretch this one pretty far out, but it ripped if you stretched it too hard. So that's why it just reminded me of a putty texture. And it also had the typical putty-like scent to it. So overall, I'm going to rate this one a 6 out of 10. Next up, we have this breakfast slime pack from Guava Toys. I was shook when I saw this at Target because I didn't even know that Guava Juice had slime at Target. I thought that it was just Karina's slime at Target. So I got the blueberry and maple syrup duo, and I believe it was $10 for the breakfast pack. The packaging is really nice, and each container is a 3-ounce slime, so it's a decent amount of slime. So starting off with the blueberry one, this one had a very interesting scent to it. It didn't smell like blueberry to me at all. It literally reminded me so much of a margarita. I don't know why it did, but that's the first thing I thought of when I smelled this, and I just did not like that scent at all. And the texture of this one was a little bit stiff, and it kind of felt like it was supposed to be a jelly slime, but it wasn't really all the way there. It was just really hard to stretch and felt more like a putty to me, even though it was advertised as slime. So overall, I'm going to rate this one a 5 out of 10 as well. Moving on, we have maple syrup, and do you guys see this? The seal on the container broke open somehow, but luckily it didn't feel like it affected the slime texture that much because the lid was screwed on pretty tightly. This slime definitely reminded me of maple syrup from the color of it. The scent smelled like a sweet candy-like scent, but it didn't really smell like maple syrup. Maple syrup has such a distinct scent to it, so you just kind of know what that smells like. But I like the scent. This also felt pretty stiff, and it was hard to stretch, so I'm going to give this one a 5 out of 10 as well. I do like how they scented the slimes because it is harder to find slimes that come scented when they're in stores, but the texture just felt more like a putty to me, again, when it said slime on the containers. Next up, we have this heart slime from Compound Kings, and I'm assuming this is limited edition because it was with all the Valentine's Day stuff in the back. I literally walked in my Target, went to all the Valentine's Day stuff, and was looking for slimes while everyone else was looking for like chocolates and all the good Valentine's Day goodies. I can't remember how much this was, but I want to say between $3 to $5. I love the packaging of this and how they kept the colors separated, and it just looks nice in the container. And both of these colors gave me mermaid vibes, and along with the glitters in them, it totally reminded me of mermaid scales. And for the texture of this one, it was so stretchy. I haven't had the best luck with slimes from Compound Kings, but I love this one so much. It doesn't rip apart when you stretch it, which is so nice. I also love the color after I mix these two together, and it is unscented, but it didn't smell like that rubbery putty smell like the other ones had. Overall, I really love this one, and I'm going to rate it a 10 out of 10. Moving on, we have another Valentine's Day themed slime, and I found this one in the back as well with all the Valentine's Day stuff. I believe there was a red one too, but I went with the pink because I love pink. This one is called Amazing Slime, and it's a 5.3 ounce slime, which is a lot of slime because I think this one was under $5 as well. The packaging is nice and the container feels very heavy duty. I thought this was going to be a nice stretchy slime, but it felt very much like a putty. It's so thick and it just ripped apart really easily. And I also noticed that the glitters were all over my hands when I finished playing with this one, which was kind of upsetting because my whole hand was literally covered in glitter. So I wouldn't really recommend this one. I'm going to give it a 4.5 out of 10. And for the grand finale of Target slimes, we have Karina Garcia's Craft City Breakfast Slime Pack. This is my first time buying Karina's slime from Target, so I really had no idea what to expect. And I also haven't watched too many review videos on it, so I was pretty excited to see what it was all about. This first slime is a coffee slime, and I love how the slime looks marbled inside the container with the white part. It totally reminded me of coffee. This was a very thick clear slime, and it felt pretty similar in texture to Guava's maple syrup slime from earlier. The scent of this one, however, is pretty spot on. It definitely reminds me a lot of coffee, and I love coffee. And as for the texture, it is very similar to Guava's slime. It doesn't have a lot of stretch to it, and it rips apart easily. And this wouldn't be bad if it was advertised as more of like a putty, but they call it a slime, so I'm going to rate it as a slime. So I'm going to rate this one a 5 out of 10. And next up, we have Cinnamon Donut. The packaging of this is great, and I love how it came with fake red sprinkles in it to represent the cinnamon. The scent of this one was pretty spot on too. It had a light cinnamon scent, and it kind of just reminded me of a bakery. The texture of this one, though, it just wasn't that great. It felt way too stiff and overactivated, so much so that the fake red sprinkles were falling out all over the place, and anytime the slime ripped from me stretching it a little bit, they just went flying all over. I think my expectations for her slime and guavas were a little higher because they're well-known people, and especially Karina because she's like in the slime community. But I was just a little bit disappointed with these slimes. I thought they were going to be a little bit more stretchier than they were. So I'm going to rate this one a 5 out of 10 as well. Moving on to the Walmart slimes. So I found this one in the back, and it was definitely a leftover Christmas slime because this one was like 30 cents when I checked out, and it's called Elf Snot, but I thought I would try it out anyways. And as you guys can see, this is a super jiggly water slime. Does it remind me of Elf Snot? Yes, it does, but this texture is my least favorite texture. They give you a lot in the container, but you really can't do much with this, and it just gets stuck to your hands and table after playing with it. I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to give this one a 2 out of 10. Next up, we have a Nickelodeon Slime, and a lot of you guys said that these slimes are so great, so I couldn't wait to try it out. This is a 7.5 ounce mac and cheese slime, and I believe this was under $4, so that's a great deal for the amount of slime you're getting for a store-bought slime, and the packaging is also really nice. Wow, first impressions, I knew I was going to like this one. To me, the scent smelled like mac and cheese and reminded me of the Kraft boxes of mac and cheese. I haven't had one of those in a long time, but now I'm craving one. It's a very light scent, but I could definitely smell it. And the texture of this one, Lord have mercy, I was blown away. This one was actually so stretchy, and there were little plastic pieces in here to represent the macaroni noodles, so it was very realistic. This slime also had amazing bubble pops, and it's definitely one of my favorite store-bought slimes. 10 out of 10. Moving on, we have a gold slime from the Slime Factory. I love the packaging of this one. It came in a pretty unique container, and I think this one was actually like $6 or $7. I remember it being pricier, and this is a 6 ounce container of slime, and it's a jiggly slime. I do have to say that the gold pigment in this slime is so pretty. Like, it's super vibrant and it looks like a perfect gold color. One negative about this, other than the fact that it's a jiggly slime and I don't like that texture, is that the gold glitter in this got all over my hands. And it's actually a lot thicker of a texture than the e.l.f. Snot jiggly slime, so it wasn't like sticking to my hands bad. But I'm just not a big fan of this texture overall, so I'm going to rate this one a 2 out of 10. And the last Walmart slime we have here is from the Slime Factory as well, and this one is Hot Fudge Slime and it's scented. And sorry if you see me getting glitter in this slime, I didn't realize that I had that much glitter residue still left on my hands. But anyways, I love the packaging of this one. It looks really nice and realistic, and I think the slime was around $5, which really isn't bad. Next time I'll save my receipt so I know the exact amount. This is a 4-ounce container of slime, and I thought it was going to be a jiggly slime at first, but it was a lot thicker than a jiggly slime and so much stretchier. Like, you can actually stretch this one out and poke it, which I loved. It had a similar texture to the Compound Kings Heart Slime I showed from Target earlier in the video. This one was also scented and it had a light chocolatey scent, which I loved. I really like the slime a lot and it had great bubble pops as well, so I'm going to rate it a 10 out of 10. And that's all that I have for you guys this week. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel and watching today's video. It really means so much to me that you're here. Comment down below with who you thought the winner was. Was it Walmart or Target? And let me know if you guys have purchased slimes from Walmart or Target before, or if you recommend me purchasing specific slimes from there. Let me know that all in the comments below. And also, if you guys are not following me on my social media links, make sure you guys check me out on my Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. I'll have everything on the screen right now, so check me out and follow me on there. Thank you so much for being a member of the K Squad. I love you all so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!